Hey, it's Kevin. Thanks for coming by for another No BS social media chat. We're heading into October. The weather is starting to change here in Music City. And, well, to me, it's more time indoors. It's more time under blankets, in sweaters. It's more time. I get a different vibe in the fall in Nashville than I get the rest of the year. I spend more time indoors, I guess. And one thing I've always liked to do when I've got some indoor time, if you will, is put a plan together and start working on my plan. I've always preached, when it comes to social media, having a plan. And it doesn't have to be something intricate. It doesn't have to be something written down that's almost like the Bible where you follow it word for word. But this is something to kind of give you guidance as to what you need to accomplish. I mean, I'll give you an example. When I'm planning my No BS social media videos, I've got a little app. I've got a little Evernote app on my phone, which then syncs up with all my computers, with all my iPads and things like that. And so if I'm sitting there thinking, it's like, ooh, that's a good idea for a topic, I'll throw it into the note so I have a plan. I know what's coming up for the next 4 or 5 episodes when I record them. I can also look back and see what was actually, in last year at this time and what I did. It's almost like a history look back as well. But it's important to have that plan together. I even get so far as to, when it comes to strategy for my Instagram accounts, is to have a plan as to what I'm going to do, when I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. And it's just a Post-it note that sticks on my computer going, oh, by the way, it's Thursday, don't forget Throwback Thursday. Hey, by the way, on Monday, you're going to do something music related, usually a music quote, if you will, by somebody famous, talking about how music can be inspirational. That's what I do on what I call my Music Monday. You can have your own strategies. You can have your own systems for doing things. I have a strategy for how often I promote just some of the basic features, some of the basic things we do on social media as I promote these videos throughout. I'll promote different videos throughout the week, but every now and again I remind people, hey, here's our website, intensitymedia.net, intensitymedia.com. Hey, don't forget to, you can check us out on Instagram. Here I am, Kevin Mason Music is my username on Instagram, which I encourage you to stop on by and click follow, because I'll probably follow you back. But I think it's important to kind of have a game plan, if you will. And I'm not talking just because it's football weather, but I'm talking just with anything strategic, to have some goal, to have something you're looking towards and thinking about. And it's good to have some sort of plan. Again, like I said, with social media, a lot of it is spontaneous. We talked about spontaneity, the important to plan ahead, but yet have a plan at the same time and live in the moment. But I think it's important to say, here's what I want to accomplish, here's what I want to do. When you're thinking about creating video blogs, when you're thinking about creating, well, just blog posts or pictures or whatever it is, it's not about, I'm going to post to Facebook 3 times a day, and the first time a day I'm going to post about this, and the second time I'm going to post this, and it's not that. But it's having a plan, or even just saying you're going to post 3 times a day to Facebook. I've gotten so far in my life, and I'm a big planning kind of guy, that, in order to make sure I drink the proper amount of water every day, because, I really got to watch my weight, I really got to make sure I drink enough water. I've got a little note board on the side of the refrigerator. Every time I fill up my water glass, I go in and just make a check mark on there so I can tell at any point in the day how many glasses of water I've had. Because I'll be honest with you, I get busy, I stop thinking about it, look up, it's like, oh, I've only had 4 glasses of water today. I need to start catching up. I need to have a couple more before I go to bed. So I think it's important with social media, if you're looking at this professionally, if you're looking at this to build your career, it's important to have some sort of plan in place. Now, I've actually put together big strategic social media plans for clients I've worked with, whether it was the video game developer I worked with, whether it was some of the artists I've worked with, whether it was some of the media people I've worked with. I've had plans that are 6, 8, 10, 12 pages long. I'm not kidding you. They get pretty detailed, they get pretty involved, because I'm not only just explaining it to them, but I'm explaining it to backers, I'm explaining it to managers, I'm explaining it to all sorts of people. It's important to give everybody the background as to here's what we're going to do and here's why we're going to do it. If you're just doing a plan for yourself, just a little, whether it's on a notebook, 3x5 cards, Post-it notes, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just thinking about it. I think that's the most important part, is to think about what you're doing, to have some strategic thinking going on, to go, oh, and it's easy for me. I'll be sitting there, in the evening, look at my computer and go, oh yeah, I forgot to post something on Instagram today. Oh, it's Thursday. Well, let me see if I can find a throwback image. And sometimes it'll be a throwback image of me, sometimes it'll be a throwback image of a client I've worked with, of what I did in radio, whatever it could be. But it's like, it's a good memory jog too, for when you're stuck with, you got to have something, you got to post something, and well, you're kind of stuck in a rut. You kind of forget what day it is. You kind of forget what's going on. Important to have some sort of plan. Again, I don't care if it's a Post-it note. I don't care if it's detailed and involved and spreadsheets, and I've got those too, I'll be honest with you. Whatever works for you, as long as you're thinking about it, as long as you're focused, you're going to do better at it. You're going to be better at social media. You're going to connect better. You're going to engage better because you've put some thought into it. I guess maybe that's what I'm saying overall. Think about it. Back next week with another No BS social media chat. NoBSSocial.com, the website where you find all the videos. We also throw them up on YouTube, throw them up on Facebook. I would go through all the links, but you know what? If you found us on Facebook, just come back again next week. We're going to be right here, same time, same place. Also, you want to talk? Phone number, email. Again, whichever you want to do, don't matter to me. Give me a shout. Let's talk more about social media. Let's just talk in general. It's coming up here at the end of the video, all my pertinent information. We'll see you next week. Another No BS social media chat. Thanks so much.